Our professional this week is Simbarashe Mubaya, a qualified civil engineer. He completed his high schooling in Zimbabwe, furthered his studies in South Africa, started his career in South Africa, and is currently living and working in the United Kingdom as a senior consultant for one of the leading global project control consultancy firms in London. If you like this video, remember to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on our amazing series. Remember to share with your friends, as this could be helpful to them as well.
Hi, my name is Simbarashe Mubaya. You can call me Simba. And I'm from Zimbabwe, a small little town called Triangle. It's next to Chirezi. It's a sugar farming estate. I'm a qualified engineer and I work as a project controls consultant in London. I initially came across civil engineering when my dad took me to a construction site he was working on. I was probably around 5, and seeing all those machinery, big plant, and him in the middle directing what looked like an orchestra made an impression on me. And that's how I chose civil engineering. I went to Peterhouse, which is a private school in Zimbabwe. I did maths, English literature, geography, French, business studies, and physics. And for A-level, I studied maths, biology, and chemistry. I chose maths, chemistry, and biology because those are the subjects that I was good at, and also those subjects would allow me to do engineering. Like I said, my dad taught me about construction and civil engineering. Did I always want to do it? Yes. What I didn't understand at the time was the breadth of civil engineering, and there's so many opportunities within civil engineering that you can choose. So it's very varied. I studied a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering at the University of Cape Town, and the reason I chose the University of Cape Town was because at the time it was rated one of the best universities in Africa. I've always wanted to be an engineer, but after about 5 years worth of working, I decided to study my master's in project and program management at the University of Limerick. This was just to shore up my skills and open me up to more project work. I chose the University of Limerick because it was an overseas institution. At the time, I was working in Mozambique, and I thought that would look really good on my CV. In terms of funding my studies, my UCT studies were initially paid for by my parents for the first year. In the second year, I received a bursary from a local company in South Africa. For my master's, I paid for this by myself out of my salary. The cost of the master's was 6,000 euros a year, which converts to about 100,000 rand. It was very difficult to pay this amount of money from my salary, but it was all worth it because I believe that it contributed to me being able to get a job with a consultancy here in London. Civil engineering is quite broad, and when I first went to work in a design firm, I was quite shocked because I didn't enjoy design work. In that I was lucky that I found construction. Construction was a lot more dynamic and really suited my personality because I wanted to see new things, new challenges every day. So that's what reignited my passion, moving from design to construction. My day starts off with a toolbox talk with the construction team. And when I was still in Mozambique in South Africa, I would then head on to site and make sure that the construction teams had everything that they required to be productive. Here in the UK, the projects are a little bit bigger, and I don't get the opportunity to go on site as much as I'd like. After those early meetings in the afternoon, generally these are meetings for the leadership team to discuss the strategy and how we're currently delivering against that strategy. Then I take lunch. After lunch, I focus on project work. At the moment, I'm working on a highways project, and what I particularly focus in on my role is the project schedule, The project schedule outlines how and when we're going to build the project. It's a sequence of works, and it helps decision makers make decisions on the future of the project. So, for example, on a high rise building, you would build the basement first, and then you would go up in each floor. And the schedule is the thing that lays out that sequence. The things that I like about the construction industry is that it's a very dynamic place to work. You'll see a different problem every single day. The other thing is I've been able to travel around the world with my career. I've worked in Mozambique in oil and gas. I've worked in London on railways and underground railways. This career can literally take you anywhere. The things that I don't like, our industry is a bit antiquated, so it's a bit old in the way we do things. And I'm really working hard to try and update what we do. The starting salary was around 23,000 Rand after tax. For me at the time, that this was a big amount of money. The salary can increase to about 150,000 after tax as a senior construction manager. And in terms of my career goals, I ideally want to start my own company within the construction space, especially around digital technology. So the advice I'd give anyone looking at a variety of careers is you know yourself. If you end up in a gender studies lecture and you're falling asleep, just listen to your inner being and have the bravery to move. Just try and be somewhere where you can be for the rest of your life. I think if you look at it from that perspective, you always make good decisions. So long-term thinking will help you to get to the right place. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.